Hello everyone, this is Miss Minty here with my honest review of Soulframe after playing it for 6 hours last night. Let me just preface this video by saying I welcome any feedback down in the comments, and I want you to tell me anything wrong with what I'm about to say in this video. I am a new Frames genre player. Please have some leniency in this video as I talk about my experience. My only goal with this video is to find like-minded gamers who mirror my sentiment or can tell me where I went wrong. But let's talk about all the bad things and let's talk about all the good things about my gameplay last night. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel and also follow me on all the links down below. Let's get into it. First things first, the most important thing to me when I'm playing a new game or a new MMO is the character customization. First of all, I love the customization. I think there could have been a little bit more improvement on it, especially when it comes to choosing tones and maybe some sliders, but I made a grave mistake in my character creation and I am punished for it. When I get into the game, I made the tones wrong when customizing my mother, and I was never able to go back and change that. I don't believe there was any confirmation hey, is this what you really want to do? Yeah, no. So there wasn't really a way for me to correct the mistake that I made. I would have loved to play a black mother or whatever like that, so I got to play a white mother. That's fine, it's not really a problem, but I mean, I would like to fix the mistake. That was a really big problem for me, unfortunately. I was hoping that if I got into the game, I was able to fix my character or something like that, but no, she's still the same, and I have no idea how to change her. I don't see any mirrors in the game or anything like that that would indicate that I can change my character. So I'm immediately just feeling trapped in my gameplay and playing a character that I don't want to play. Next up is the direction of the game. I have no idea where I'm going, and I haven't ever since I logged in. Now, this is probably one of those noob issues that I'm having, so just be lenient on me here what I'm about to say next. When I first got started in the game, I was just wandering and I saw a tree. I went to it. I don't know, I think it gave me a quest or something like that, but I didn't know what a main quest was versus a side quest or anything like that. I followed my bird, and my bird took me to a siege tower where I was fighting things overly above my level, and I didn't know that I was doing that. So I spent the first hour and a half of my gameplay trying to figure out how to, I don't know, do this siege or whatever like that, and I wasted a lot of time trying to figure that out. I thought that it was me, I don't know, and there is just no direction to tell me. I was quite literally following the bird that was given to me. After so long, I finally clicked wait, you know what, I'm tired of being here, let me go to that little yellow circle over there with a book on it. And then I finally decided to go that way, and that progressed the story for me slightly. But essentially, my bird was, for the most part, unreliable throughout my gameplay last night. I don't know if that's something that's been fixed or whatever by now, but I was trying to follow my bird as much as possible and be a good little noodle for my bird and go where they tell me to go, but I just was not being directed helpfully, in my opinion. And another slight ding is that the objectives are not really being told to me. When I go to these circles or whatever like that, I don't really know which one I'm at. Nothing is really indicating okay, this is what you're supposed to be at, and this is the quest that you're on when you get to this circle. So maybe I'm missing that, but I was not able to see exactly what quest I was going to or whatever like that. So again, just very confusing, and maybe it's for the expert frame players or whatever, but as a new Soul player, I have no idea what or where I'm going, and if I'm going to get there, I don't know how I'm there. One of the biggest things that I'll ding this game on is the confusion. I was very confused in most of the time that I was playing last night. I love the game as a whole and in concept and in idea. However, I was very confused about where I was, what exactly I was doing, and maybe that's just a me issue. And there's not a lot of tutorial when it comes to this game. There's nothing that really tells me exactly what I need to do or how to do it. For example, smite pulling. I had to Google that, but even still with Googling it, and I can't get the smite out and whatever. I don't know. I sat in chat for, I don't know, hours last night because I finally had gotten the game chat to work after reloading the game. And I was like, hey guys, how do I charge my rune or whatever, and they were like, okay, yeah, it's just simple, you do this. But I was finding myself getting very frustrated because, you know, there wasn't any clear indication of when to use the rune, or I'm literally pressing the button and I'm trying to charge it up. How is it not charged? And so it was just like really difficult, and I was getting a bunch of different direction from everybody. And, you know, they're basically saying, okay, well, change your keybind, this, that. And it was just very, very confusing and frustrating. And I will say that I regrettably rage quit last night because of it. Everyone in the chat made it sound so simple, so it made me feel like a huge failure. And that's not what I want to feel like when I'm playing my video games. Everyone was just like, oh yeah, you just do this and all that stuff like that. And I literally cannot do it despite how bad I'm trying. I literally cannot do it. So it must be me. I must be the failure. Next up, I think that there's a friendly environment. I don't have all bad things to say about this game. I really don't. I really want to give this game a chance. So that's why I'm making this video. I met a friendly and informative Soulframe last night while playing, and they were so nice, and they helped me through the little again. So finally someone came in and was like, oh yeah, all you gotta do is just go to the Undercity. I'm just like, how would I have known that? How would I have known that I'm supposed to go to the Undercity? Nowhere in the game is it telling me that I need to do that, or maybe I'm missing it. I don't know. It is just very confusing, but I'm glad I had someone to help me. And they put me through a couple of little Undercity rock things or whatever like that, and I eventually got my rune. But then he had to go and eat dinner, and then we're back to, you know, what the heck is a smite pool, and how do I use my rune for this quest 3 times in battle? How am I going to use it if it's not working and it's charging? And another great thing about this game is the res system. I really love when you die. I know it's a weird thing to like, but I love when you die. you turn into this little bird, and then you go find your body, and there's like the little string that you can follow to find your body. I really love that system. I think it's really cute. It's a sparrow. I really love how you turn into a little sparrow and then you just find your body. Or if you want to just res at the stone, you can do that. But it's really cute. I love the idea. It's not something I've ever seen before in my video games. So there were a lot of enamoring facts about Soulframe that I really enjoyed. We just need to get it together. But let me just say, when I finally did lock in and get on task properly, I really, really, really did enjoy the game. I loved the singing, the music. The fight with Lady Diora and saving Garen was honestly the most beautiful tying in fact for me when it comes to this game. Again, I have no idea how I made it to this quest or even how I got here because I am very confused about how I'm playing this game. However, when I got to that, I really did enjoy it. The music was on point, and I really did love the fight, the mechanics and stuff like that. I managed to find an OP weapon in my adventures in the front half of the game, fighting things that were way outside of my level. So I was able to kind of ruin her really easily, but it is a really good fight. I really did love it. I love the graphics, the music, and the combat. I was tearing up when fighting Garen because the music was just so good. Like I was like, I'm just gonna let him fight me here. I'm just gonna let him beat me. I don't know. I'm entranced by the music. I love it here. I will end this video by saying that I imagine once I get my footing in Soulframe, I will have a better time, and maybe with this feedback, we'll all have a better time as gamers. But once again, I am inexperienced in the Souls genre or the frame genre, and this is just my honest review on my gameplay last night after 6 hours. That's the end of the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and if you feel any type of way down in the comments about what I said, please let me know. If I made a mistake in my assumptions, let me know. I just need the feedback so that I can play the game properly. Alrighty, bye guys.